Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Newsnack, Thursday, 2nd September 2021. We're looking from the papers. First up, New York Times, picture from Ramstein Air Base in Germany. Lots of evacuees from Afghanistan being held there. Over on the left, Purdue Pharma been shut down. People who made OxyContin, people not happy because the billionaire family behind it still going to stay very rich. Over on the right, Texas has made abortion illegal now. Down here, Kevin McCarthy, Irishman, House Republican leader. He's losing his shit because the people investigating the Capitol riots have requested from the social media giants various posts and messages, etc., that were posted by the Republican lawmakers who opposed the vote count and said they need to recount, all that sort of malarkey. And Kevin McCarthy's now telling the big tech companies, if you do that, I'm going to get back at you. So, totally normal country. Louisiana, people having to queue for everything, water, food, ice, etc. There's no electricity and there's a heat wave coming, so not a good time. Over here, Arizona is basically falling apart because of the anti-mask thing. They got rid of all mask mandates before school came back, and now, of course, coronavirus is running rampant. New York Times International Edition, Badra 313 Battalion again. Over on the left, opinion piece from anonymous Afghani. Over on the right, Afghanistan as well. In the middle here, flagging Facebook's toxic post. So these are people who moderate the mad content going on Facebook. These people were working for Accenture, of course, an Irish company. $44 billion in revenue 2020. Good work if you can get it. USA Today, Afghanistan, Hurricane Ida. Wall Street Journal, Ida, Kabul, Afghanistan. Abortion ban in Texas. Down here, McDonald's are going to be under investigation by an antitrust agency because their ice cream machines don't work. Okay, beside that, Purdue Pharma. New York Post, swamp, that's New York getting hit by the last bit of the rain from Hurricane Ida, I guess. There it is again, pretty dramatic. National Post from Canada, Trudeau, Canadian elections. They want him to be investigated now because he's on some kind of a board. His father was the Prime Minister of Canada. They set up this kind of a foundation, a charity with a grant from the federal government. Now they're saying, should Trudeau have been on the board because he was an MP or some bollocks like that. Down here, they're platforming some kind of climate skeptic dude who has a book out. Toronto Star, there's Doug Ford wearing a mask. If you've ever worn one of those masks, they're kind of a standard size, so I think you really get a good idea for how big Doug Ford's head is there when you see that. Grandma, that's from the Communist Party of Cuba. Oh, Vietnamese Independence Day today. Salute. Hope you all have a nice day to any Vietnamese viewers. That actually celebrates their independence from France in 1945. The country wasn't actually reunited until 1976, but the date of the independence from France is the 2nd September, and that's today, so happy Independence Day. On the right, that story about a famous musician who died. Down the bottom, a quote from Fidel Castro, as every day. This one says, without education and without culture, there is not and cannot be democracy. Thank you, Fidel. Global Times from China. There's a soldier saluting the remains of Chinese soldiers coming back from the Korean War. Better late than never. Over on the right, Afghanistan. Down here, schools opening up. Daily Observer from Jamaica, no need to panic. They've announced some no movement days and really strict curfews, I think from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. Cases are going up very rapidly. Citizen from South Africa, some kind of a thing going on. They want to delay the current elections, the ANC, by not registering any candidates for the local election, so they think it'll delay it, some kind of delaying tactic. Jerusalem Post, Corona vaccines. Tehran Times, will you shut up, man? That's digging into Biden as always. Picture their new air defense systems, look nice. The Hindu, economy, infections, flooding. The Australian, not sure about that photo. Is that a right-wing dog whistle or what's going on there? That's something to do with COVID anyway. New Zealand, the Dominion Post on the left, breaches being rule tightening. On the right, restrictions ease. Which ones is it? Rule tightening, restrictions ease. I think there's two islands, maybe. The left side, the papers for one island and the right side's for the other. I don't know. The Fiji Times is some kind of political thing that's going on. Arab News, that's from Saudi Arabia. Paralympics on the right. Houthis drag singer from Sana wedding. Okay, that's in Yemen. They drag some famous singer out of a wedding and arrested him, apparently. Down the bottom, steady as she goes. Oil output stays on course. OPEC, the alliance led by Saudi Arabia and Russia, will add 400,000 barrels a day to the market from October. Good times to be investing in oil. Daily Sabah from Turkey, economy line go up. Muscat Daily, that's from Oman. There he is, His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq Al Said. He's out inspecting some Air Force jets or something. Oman welcomes the world again. You can go on holidays, pretty good. No vaccination required. That's a great set of fatigues he has on, I have to say. I haven't seen a colour like that in a long time. United Arab Emirates, Gulf News, Dubai ready to welcome the world. So that's Expo 2020 is coming up. When we said we live at the end of history, we really do. We've got 2020 events happening in 2021. Some ad for a sofa, Taliban, Switzerland, Tagus Anzeiger. Let's just look at the cartoon here. So it's the devil leading people onto a bus. The bus says Impf bus, which is vaccine bus. And the devil's quote here says, this is our latest torture for anti-vaxxers. Switzerland, of course, is the only Western European country with a vaccination rate lower than America, 48.5%. Yeah, probably not going to be much change in that. They're split right down the middle on it, as always. Irish Examiner, football, property, some kind of political quote-unquote scandal that's going on, which, as always, the details are dripping out and it's clouding over actual issues that could be discussed in the media. Irish Times, property, football, same political scandal thing. COVID, Irish Independent, football, property, same political scandal thing. Irish Daily Mail, Same political scandal thing. There's Piers Morgan, talk about him in a sec. Belfast Telegraph, there's a human interest story. Football, Financial Times, UK draws up plan to shift the Trident subs abroad. They're the nuclear subs that are nuclear powered and have the nuclear warheads. They're worried if Scotland's get independence, they'll have to send them to America. Kind of hilarious that they'll have to outsource it, really. Something about crypto down the bottom. The Guardian, Taliban, Afghanistan, jabs. The Times, cancer cutting wheat. Okay, Penelope Cruz, jabs, Meghan Markle. Daily Tory Graph, there's the Taliban in a helicopter, looks nice. Foreign Office was warned about Taliban. Of course they were. The Independent, Taliban, 4 stories on the top. Jabs, Brexit, Western Liberal Alliance, football. Dominic Raab down the bottom. Daily Express, there's Matt Hancock and his missus, or his mistress rather. The woman who he knew from college and who had the big government job, getting paid loads of money, and her brother was also investing in something with the Tories. I can't remember. Typical Tory sleaze stuff. They look pretty happy though. Matt Hancock looks good in a baseball cap because you don't really have to see his head. So really happy for them. Hope they go well. Daily Mail, Piers Morgan, booster. Jabs, is it? Yeah. Daily Star, Piers Morgan again. Daily Mirror, Piers, Matt, a deal, something about her. Jabs. Metro, insane levels of thirst posting on the right. Dominic Raab was up in front of some committee yesterday. Down here, Piers in the clear. So Piers Morgan came out and said when Meghan Markle said something like she had mental health issues and people have been raced towards her, he just said, I don't believe a word she said. There was 57,000 complaints to Ofcom about it, and now they've upheld it. And of course, Piers Morgan has just built his entire career on outrage and keeping his face in the papers. He used to run some of these papers, ran some of the most despicable headlines back in the day. Anyway, Julian Assange is still in jail, 868 days and counting. If you want to stay off corporate, state, social media, just click the link in the description. Alright, thanks, good luck.